Hi, y'all. I hope you're having a good Saturday. I started another video and it cut out. My phone just died. I'm in a parking lot in the rain. I've let Roger loose in a store, which is kind of scary. But I wanted to say hello and hope you're having a great day. Love in the second half of your life. Do you want it? Do you don't? Do you not want it? Or do you want it? I was married when I was 30, divorced when I was, I think, about 45, and I was divorced from 2002 till Roger and I got married in 2019. And no fault of his, no fault of mine. The first marriage, we just didn't jive. You know, he would say the same thing. We just did not jive. We were good friends, which is important, but we weren't good as husband and wife, you know. So what do you want at this stage in your life? I know that a lot of people want to be alone, and that's fine. If you enjoy your own company more, I think that's great. I think it's great if you enjoy your own company. You want to live your own life. Don't have to run anything by anybody. Don't have to, think about what somebody else wants all the time. You just do what you want. I think that's fine. After my first marriage, I thought I was done, but I was 45. I got online and I met some great guys online. There are some decent men out there. I'm not saying how easy it is to find them. But same way for guys. I talked to one guy and we had a pretty good relationship, but we only went out a couple of times. I said, you talk to somebody, everything's going great, and then phew, they're gone. And he said, y'all do that too? You just disappear. So learned a lot, learned what to look for, learned what not to look for. What are people's true intentions? What are their motives? What are you in it for? What are your motives? I told God during the years that I was single in between my marriage that I wanted somebody who adored me, because I'd never felt adored, ever. I mean, like ever in my entire life. I didn't feel adored. I'm not saying that, he put you up on a pedestal and you can do no wrong. I'm just saying that somebody that thinks that you are the cat's meow. I asked God for that. And I got it. I met Roger in a closed Facebook group. And it wasn't a dating group. And it was another kind of group with another kind of subject, which I'll get into later. But we began exchanging ideas and, I can relate to this. I understand what you're saying. Did you try this? Blah, blah, blah. So that progressed to personal messages. And after personal messages, it progressed to phone calls. So he called me on a Sunday after I'd given him my phone number, and I didn't recognize the number. If I don't recognize the number, I ain't picking up. Just bottom line. So I want to make sure I didn't know. I didn't give him my number and then automatically he called. But somebody called and I didn't know who it was. And so then I called him back, listened to the message. I listened to the message, and then he said, yeah, it's me. So I called him and he said, oh, that's a voice I haven't heard before. 3 hours later, we were on the phone for 3 hours. And we talked. And we talked, and then we talked almost every day. After that, he was in California, I was in Texas. We talked. And then he planned on visiting me in Texas. And so he flew out there. And I think, he would have to correct me, but I think the first time was on my 60th birthday that he came out there. I had all my friends come to a restaurant and meet this guy. Because people that I knew, have you done a background check? And same thing on his end. He had friends telling him, how do you really know her? Is it even a woman? Is that her profile picture? All that stuff. So He visited 3 times. He moved to Texas to be with me. And as they say, the rest is history. We are married. Do we have our challenges? Oh, yeah. I'm a handful. I will admit it. I'm a handful. So is he. We're both the same personality type. But I wanted this. And we've talked, in addition to this, that we're not doing this again. And if whoever outlives the other, we just don't want to do it again. It's a lot of trouble. Work. Marriage is work. Marriage is commitment. Marriage is trust. If you don't have trust, you don't have anything. Nada. Nothing. So, do you want love? Did you stay single a long time? Did your husband or wife pass? And then you stayed single, and then voila, God brought somebody to your life. And another thing, Roger adores me. He adores me. And I think he's a gift from God. I truly, truly do. But tell me about it in the comments. Did you stay separated or divorced for a long time and then found somebody? Did somebody change your mind about making a commitment? Well, maybe this isn't so bad. Maybe I can do this again. I'd like to hear your stories. And I'm going to have to shorten this because I recorded a whole other video and it just disappeared. So anyway, I hope you have a great day. I'd love to hear your stories, and I'd love you to subscribe to my channel and share if you can. I do appreciate every one of you, and I hope you have a wonderful Saturday, and God bless every one of you. Bye-bye.